going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta be honest with you guys, I have been waiting for this video for a long time now, because ever since XDefiant dropped, I have been just roasted non-stop for enjoying the movement within that game. I don't know why. Again, everybody has their own personal opinions, right? But for some reason, when someone hears that you like the movement in XDefiant, the world absolutely crumbles. They just simply can't handle it. They always say it's the most weird looking movement. You know, it's awkward, it's corny, so on and so forth. And again, if you really do genuinely hate that, and you hate that across the board, I get it. But a lot of these individuals will say this, and in the same exact breath, say the stuff that you see in modern day Call of Duty is quote unquote normal. After saying that just simply B-hopping in XDefiant is the corniest thing they have ever seen. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, everything has absolutely changed. You can go across the board on all the Reddit boards. You can look on Twitter, and everybody is just complaining about the, I guess, Omni movement within Black Ops 6. Now, I'm not talking about the freedom of the Omni movement. You know what I'm saying? I think, honestly, the Omni movement, it's growing on me a bit more. And again, I see a lot of people, especially on controllers, say that it's extraordinarily solid, which is great. But I'm talking about people saying it's the corniest thing they have ever seen. I have said it time and time and time again that if you don't like XDefiant, good luck with Black Ops 6. And every single person would say, oh, well, you know, at least the netcode's gonna work. Like, that's gonna make it any less corny, since their argument was that it just looks really weird. It looks strange, and it breaks hitboxes, so on and so forth. Oh, man, oh, man. And then in the same breath now, apparently Black Ops 6 is over the top, ladies and gentlemen. But I have a couple of, I guess, clips here that I want to showcase to you guys, because again, it's just comical to me. Everyone who is coming at XDefiant's neck saying it just looks ridiculous, and then we have this game right here. First and foremost, just look at this clip right here, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, oh my goodness. I don't know what they call this. I don't know what type of movement tech this is called, and of course, this is probably going to be toned down just a little bit. But, ladies and gentlemen, this right here is just a little glimpse, a sneak peek of the crazy exploits that you can do when it comes to Omni movement. And it's not going to end here. Like I said, Treyarch can do whatever they want. They could try to polish it as much as they want, but it's going to be absolutely insane. Again, if you really think B-hopping breaks hitboxes, if you genuinely think that, then all the stuff that you're going to be able to do with Omni movement is going to be right up in that category as well. Even this one right here, this one's kind of funny, I gotta be honest. This made me crack up. And I have to make it very clear, I'm not a hater of any of this, right? I've been supporting the movement in XDefiant, and I was extraordinarily excited for the Omni movement in Black Ops 6. I can't believe how much crap I had to take, though, in XDefiant, just to have everybody complain and whine and cry about it in Black Ops 6 again as well. But back to the clip here. This is absolutely hilarious. And again, for anybody who's coming at me saying that XDefiant has the corniest looking movement in the frickin' world, you have absolutely no room to speak right now. This has taken that corny style of a B-hop and times it by 10. There's no way around it. And that's not coming from someone who hates on it whatsoever. That's just coming from someone who's being realistic, and I have to lay it out straight to you. It just doesn't make any sense. And I know people are going to say, well, you know, Black Ops 6 is new, and when we were talking about that, we were talking about previous Ladies and gentlemen, do I need to pull up some of the crazy clips that people were hitting in Warzone this past year in Modern Warfare 3? Some of the most wild movement, insane things that you could possibly ever do. This isn't just exclusive to Black Ops 6, ladies and gentlemen. This is across the board in Call of Duty. And people were saying that the movement in Modern Warfare 3 was more tame than XDefiant as well. After, again, you can look up any of the movement gods or any of the clips and footage on YouTube of any experienced player and see that that is not the case. Honestly, a simple little B-hop left and right is the least of your concerns, especially when it comes to modern day COD and how they're trying to push this franchise now. And I'm currently being generous. I'm showcasing the corny clips, you know, movement that isn't even going to be very effective in combat. Why not show you guys the actual sweats? What happens when a really experienced player masters the Omni movement and becomes effective with it? Ladies and gentlemen, again, if B-hopping is the worst of your concerns in XDefiant, I just simply don't know what you are going to do anymore. This is arcade shooters nowadays. I get it. I'm totally with you guys. You know, I grew up with OG COD. I love OG COD. I love the vibes. I love the pacing. I totally get where you guys are coming from. But I truthfully don't think we will ever get a game that is like OG COD ever again. They have tried 2 times. 2 times. Call of Duty World War II they tried. Everybody crapped on it to the point where they had to add infinite sprint into the game so people would be happy. Modern Warfare 2 2022. Again, I know a lot of people had their gripes with that game, but if you look back at my content, I said many of times that the movement honestly wasn't too shabby. It was more like OG Classic COD. The thing that weighed it down was the strafing speeds, how your attachments affected your weapons. You couldn't move in engagements. It wanted you to hyper-focus, holding angles and beaming people and not moving any way, shape, or form, right? And that's not OG COD. OG COD had the more simplified movement, but you were still able to engage, rotate, move. They wanted you to, you know, hustle around the map. You could strafe, you could add attachments to make you strafe faster. Modern Warfare 2 2022 just, you know, it wasn't it. But people didn't really complain about the strafe speed. They didn't complain about that. They complained that they couldn't slide cancel, and they couldn't B-hop a bunch, and they couldn't, you know, get all those maneuvers in. This is what I'm saying. They have tried many of times to bring back that classic style, but that is no longer, sadly, that is no longer Activision's target audience. Literally every single massive game out there, the most popular of games, has some sort of movement tech. I mean, just think about it. Seriously, Apex Legends, Fortnite with the building. I mean, we can even go over to like tax shooters like Rainbow Six Siege and CSGO, which everybody always tells me it doesn't have movement. Please, spare me, spare me. It has movement. It doesn't have it as insane movement like a game like XDefiant or COD where, you know, you're b-hopping or, you know, sliding around everywhere. But there's techniques to take advantage of to give you, once again, an advantage over your opponents. Every single game is going to have some type of movement implemented in order to, you know, add a skill gap. And the sooner, you know, you accept that, the sooner your life will be easier when it comes to these games. And you have to understand that movement isn't, you know, the end-all be-all, right? It's not. Movement is fun. It's good, especially in Black Ops 6. Like I said, you can get some pretty cool moves here. I'm not hating on Black Ops 6 movement whatsoever. I'm actually defending it, once again, from all the movement haters. The point being is that you don't need it, though. At the end of the day, positioning and gunplay is going to be extremely crucial, and that can honestly outweigh all movement altogether. If you go into a competitive CDL match, they're probably going to be holding head glitches and, you know, getting the power positions and beaming you from afar, so on and so forth, compared to, you know, maybe a pub match where you might get some casuals where you can fly around the map and, you know, expose your body 24/7 and do some pretty cool clips. But being realistic here, in a competitive environment, you just need some good gunplay, map awareness, situational awareness, and you're good to go. You're good to go. So, as I always say in every game I play, just let the skill gap be there. It's not needed to be removed, and it's no need for it to be toned back. The more you tone it back, the more you simplify the game, when in reality, you don't have to simplify the game. You can play it the way that you want, and if it's too much to handle, back out and re-queue. I say it all the time. If you are truthfully a real casual, then you will just simply get up out of the game and you will leave. Only the pocket sweats are going to complain about such a thing and then continue to play over and over and over again. Now, if you are a true casual and you stand by it, yeah, maybe you do get annoyed by the movement, but you don't need it to get nerfed. Just get out of the game, re-queue, find another match where people aren't taking advantage of that. I guess it's hard to say that in Call of Duty since it has skill-based matchmaking, and, you know, if you re-queue 50 times, you'll probably get the same style of people 50 times. Compared to XDefiant, if you back out and rejoin, you'll literally get a completely different experience. Vastly different experiences. So I don't know if that, you know, can hold, but I still stand by those words. If you just don't want to deal with it, just get out of the lobby and try to find another one. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all I really have for you guys. I just was really waiting on this video because I knew the whole time. Everybody was coming at me with, you know, the XDefiant movement saying Black Ops 6 is going to be so much better. Everyone was going to instantly say the same thing about Black Ops 6 movement as well. Like I said, just accept the current days of these arcade games. You know, it's rough. And if you want to play the OG stuff, go back and play the OG stuff, or you can go to a game like Insurgency Sandstorm, you know, Hell Let Loose. It's a lot of games. There are a lot more stationary, more, you know, position-based tactical that, you know, that you might be looking for. But honestly, I personally, myself as well, someone who enjoys OG COD, I'm not expecting them to, you know, really revert any style of movement anytime soon. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I post daily here at 8 and 1 Eastern Time. And of course, if you guys are interested in any of my live streams, I will be live today over on Twitch between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. If you guys want to check that out, I got a link to that down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all next one. Peace out.
Hardpoint active. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Stone requested watchdog helo on my 3.